Welcome back to another episode of Shadowrun. We are back from the mission we did that the elders ended up dying. I think one was subdued. So we might be getting in trouble. But we had to do what we had to do, and we resolved the mystery of the elder murders. We also made another friend, a vampire. So now we gotta go through some dialogue as usual. Get acquaintance with the people. The vampire dude get yelled at by Auntie Cheng, and then do another mission. All right. So let's go. Hope you guys like. If you're watching now or later, subscribe if you haven't. Share, ring that bell so you know when I'm online. Cause I still don't kind of have like a solid schedule, but that'll come in time. No More Heroes 3 will be streamed soon. Minecraft, Metroid Dread when it comes out. Things are coming. Things are coming along. Hope you guys are enjoying the Smash and the Mario Kart streams as well. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, let's begin. Let's see. If Auntie Cheng is gonna, and we need to buy a lot of heals. The battle consumed all my heals, so we'll see. But I don't think I got any money. I gotta claim the money first. I think I'm gonna do this one next. You okay, man? You have to help me, man. I need your help. Okay. If the man yanks you closer, your eyes are watering from his pungent proximity. Still, you notice that his tattered clothing bears designed logos. Please take handsomely a message from me. Handsome Lee? Never heard of him. Now who are you and why are you touching me? I'm Steven Dynamite. Look, you gotta help me. I've been poisoned. That crap that Lee told me put bad things in my head. Whenever I close my eyes, I see dark, narrow tunnels. So many hands grabbing, razor sharp teeth gnawing, and the children. Not exactly, more like nightmares. They're very real. Teeth biting, faces I knew. No, this isn't that. I'm telling you I was poisoned. I know it. Tell Lee what he's done to me that I need relief. Tell him, oh, he's just a junkie, I guess. I want my money back. Okay. Hurry. I don't know who that dude is or where he's at, but people don't realize that you gotta check for internal weapons as well as external ones. No, nothing so crude. With the rubber gloves. You just need the right technique. Matter of fact, I caught a guy just like with a phosphorus grenade in his leg compartment. What do? Disarm them. Get it back behind the bar now. I'm gonna blow it off in the river and impress some girls. Yeah, nope. Nope, disinformation. Freddy got fight. Some call me Freddy, most call me along those lines. Okay. I'm also the current record holder for the Club 88's pitch and toss, which is to say I throw dead beats harder than or farther than anyone else. Okay. High watermark is that piece of tape over yonder. Guy was an orc too hefty, but he simply soared that day. These are private clubs. There's three kinds of people I let in: members, guests of members, and people who make good case. The latter two get really good search before they go in the door, unless they're with Auntie Cheng or the Emperor of Japan. Okay, so he's just talking about what he does as a bouncer. So, some big stuff. Don't get dumb ideas. Okay. No assassination safe zone. That makes you a member. No fighting. No killing either. Got it. Fight breaks out, but I have enough on my plate that I can't really take much else. So wait and see. I also play the drums. I'll leave you be. Alright, let's see what else is new with the fam. The selection here is total crap, but it's cheap. They're all yelling, I guess, at each other. I hope you're not looking for quality or you're gonna be really disappointed. Fridge. Aside from that, you're likely to get drain cleaner. Lighters. Even a simple Manhattan probably beyond the means of this joint. Call me X-Flow, by the way. Maybe we can help each other. I've got good eyes for people in the business, and believe me, you smell like a Shadowrunner. And Nguyen. Plus, everybody here has been talking about Kindly's new hire help. I'm out here for work. You need any backup, I'm available. A mystic adept. Kind of a physical adept magician. I throw spells that I can kill with a touch. I'm rarer than unicorns, my friend. Born and raised in Sydney. I lived in Paris, London, Vladivostok, Caracas. Heck, I even spent a year in Johannesburg, but Azania is full of a-holes. Chip. Also, you can chip a language. Oh, nice. I grew up on the streets. Naturally express themselves. What happened? I realized I could charge a lot more than the protection rackets I've been running. Besides, it's not like I know how to do anything else. I've never been to school. I'm sinless. What else am I gonna do? I got a couple. There was this one time I signed in one to some merchant in Eastern Europe. They had a job to do near Krasnodarsky Krai. We'd hail a jump from a drone on the Russian side of the border, hiking towards the Abkhazian research facility, blast our way in. make it, but gonna come with simple, right? No plan ever survived first contact with the enemy though. Turns out the Azkaban army had contracted out base security to witness systems. We started getting cut apart before we'd even reach the first quarter. Ooh. Do or die situation, literally. So we pushed in, we were down to 5 of us. Backlev was a rigger. We were hunkered down in a vehicle bay while the decker did his business, and Backlev realized the APCs hadn't been properly locked down, and he was still gassed up. Came out of the base with a 30mm cannon blazing away. Our exit was down at the coast river. A riverine patrol boat the mercs had on standby. It was some nervous fighting, but we managed to get out. A bit full of holes, sure, but we survived, and that's what counts, hey? We may hire her if needed. What's the dad have to say? Back again. This is happening tonight. For many good years of island nightlife. You can take the man out of the ocean, but not the ocean out of the man. Ain't that the truth? How can I help you? Getting to know them, you know? Better when I was younger. Got my start off fishing trawlers. Good folk though, okay. Over the years, made a name for myself. Spent the bulk of my years crewing, ocean going, tugs for wooksing. Big ships, tankers, bulkers, the container ships, the seabed miners are all run by technical crews and computers now. Yeah, that would happen. There's seafaring left, but not much. But on the tugs, the supply boats, the salvage craft, that's where there's still a place for old-time sailors. It's a matter if you can wrap a cable on the winch in 30-foot seats, jury rig a diesel engine, and keep the motor in force with just the wheel and the binnacle. After the bridge windows all blow out. It was a hard life, but good. Why does a man give up drinking, or sell his strike, or throw out his for a woman, of course. Yeah, I guess that definitely happened. And I had me one hell of a woman. I still do. This place was her dream, a business, a home for us together. Hard to deny the worth in that. No matter how much I miss that, what I once had. No ma'am, no regrets. No regrets at all. Okay. Evening, Column Kai Fire your service. Do I? Man, your eyes. I got a bliss. I'm nothing. I sling poison in the direction of heroin. Isn't like I ever want anything more than this, right? I can see it in your face. You can probably see it all over mine. What good would an education serve someone like me? Why would I ever consider making something of myself? To go places? Sure. I can feel how to shoot like nobody's business, but people see a troll in our money like they see an organ grinder's monkey. Nope. This is the place for me. This is where I belong. I'll let you know if it ever happens. I don't care for the drags right now. I don't have money, but I'll talk to the lady. Co-founder of Club 88. We got a little pastor do after their business with the Dogman or the Yellow Lotus, they escort her here to relax and shop, then they leave. I'm happy to never know the names, but you're a different story, aren't you? Not much yet. What can I do for you? I seem to recall a blurb on the news, but I didn't pay my attention. Not a name I know, and if it was a name worth knowing, I'd know it. We bought it 10 years ago. Before that, my husband crewed his ships for woodsing. He'd be gone for weeks or sometimes months at a time. I was sick of it, raising 2 boys of my own. Troll boys? Ha! We needed something more stable, and I needed a husband at home. So he retired, and we put everything we had saved into this place. The 88 stands for good fortune, and the club has proven worthy of the name. If only some people appreciated our success instead of whining about things that will never be. I'll let you be, ma'am. Thanks for venting with me. Wow. All right, let's see what else we have here. There's a bit of more talking in this game because every character kind of develops with the story and you get kind of new combos. You don't have to, not all of them are story based. I'll be done shortly. I do, but that's how the system works. I pay kindly for rent. Still, Armed Luke gets money because he's my superior. Lucky Pink receives a finder receipt for goods she sends my way. And Grandfather Woe took me in. He gets paid because he's family. And I owe him for getting me off the streets. To join the organization, you have to pay the dues. It's the same as anywhere else. And it beats the hell out of being homeless in Kowloon. Not really. Grandfather will save my life by taking me in, you know? Life expectancy for homeless kids in Aberdeen isn't very good. Because of him, I have skills and friends who'll pay to make use of them. It's a good life, all things considered. I'm just a Blue Lantern, a foot soldier. I answer to White Ming, who I studied with on Wudang Mountain. He's the 49er. The main man who runs our crew. I don't pay him because he takes his own cut of what we make. Nobody here wants to sleep in cover, I guess. They both look haggard, their shoulders slumped with exhaustion, and neither appears to have shaved. What do you want, woman? We're talking here. Okay. You choose the wrong day, stranger. We're moving further downstream than we're doing it today. There's something wrong with this place. Long corridor and the thing. Yep. There are a bunch of different. Some people turned away from the corridor, went down hallways, that kind of thing. I never even set foot in the walled city before, stranger, so tell me, why am I dreaming about this all of a sudden? I don't even know what the darn thing looks like on the inside. Collective hallucination, maybe, yep. It's a curse, nothing else could it be. Everybody knows that place is haunted. A living hell full of evil spirits and poison keep. If you're not careful, you'll wind up trapped inside with the rest of the human garbage. That isn't gonna happen to us, no way. Only the lowest of the low wind up in the walled city. So like I said, we're going further downstream. As soon as our things are packed, we're out of here. Let our truck in my cow. Alright. GG. You could say the same to you. You're staying here near of the three of us, you're the one who's most likely to need it. Wow. We gotta meet with Cheng, huh? asked Crafty and she said the same. Them dreams are bad. I think we'll lose them at sea. We're supposed to set out, make the delivery. What if they follow us? I don't think so. Crafty said these things is just affecting right here for now. As soon as we sail, dreams will stop. Hey. For now. One time what are you looking at, lady? It's having them. Right here it is. Merchant, that crook didn't so much as leave as he was chased up by kindly. No sales pyramids, not a big loss though. The local shop have way better stuff than that small-time hustler. Alright, careful around this part. Oh, that's handsomely, okay. Okay. Oh, the old people. Why isn't the young? Oh, and the young, yeah, the playing. Bah. Can't you see we're busy? You never mind. You know, is there something else you need? Okay, nothing new with them. I don't think I need to talk to him though. What is this? Wow, that's scary. Okay, let's go meet with this dude. Ah, newcomer, welcome. Okay. Handsome Lee's the name for rare enhanced sensory experiences. I can see that you've got some tales to tell. I think I can get Steph and Dynamite. I'm the inventor of much acclaimed experimental pharmaceuticals, but why split hair? Well, your guinea pig is suffering, claims that a drug is solemnly giving him horrible visions. Interesting, what does he want from me? He wants his new back. There was absolutely nothing wrong with my latest creation. It was painstakingly designed to elevate the senses and titillate the spirit. A smooth high I have indulged in myself. Now, if the unfortunate Steven happened to dilute my masterpiece with other lesser substances, I can hardly be held responsible. You can use all the flowery language you want. I'm not leaving here empty-handed. There is no money, not anymore. I have expenses, just I'm sure you do. But here, give this to Steven with my regards. A freebie is what our dear Steven Dynamite really wants, whether he'll meet it or not. Deliver it with my compliments. Of course not, but it will bring relief, and if I'm not mistaken, that's what Steven is itching for right now, right? Alright, I told you that I know Steven well enough to guess when he'll be desperate for another hit. So his addiction is a problem, okay. Nope, I'm just not surprised to hear from here now because it was time, but I can't explain these initial dreams he's having. Anyway, take this to him. It should help him at least in the short term. I don't want to do it, but okay. It should. I shouldn't do this, but where's the dude you? Right here, Steven. I thought this might return. Can't trust anyone. It's a bad place. I don't want to sleep because of these nightmares. I'm ravenous. So ravenous, but food makes me ill. I've gotten the shakes real bad too. I just want this to end. Anyway, thanks for talking to that little bastard for me. So you got my money? They didn't have your money. He gave me this to pass on to you instead. Ojo! Maybe kicking the habit will be a better idea. It's practically ruined you, man. It's purely circumstantial that I picked the drugs as my escape. I just seek out another dependency, so I might as well take least free packet, please. That's bull, but you need to want to quit for yourself. I promise I'll start cutting back starting tomorrow, really. Ah, here you go. That's bad. That is so bad. Before you take that, okay. Why? These aren't like ordinary dreams or visions. They're so real. I put all kinds of substances into my body and I've never experienced anything like this. Because I need them. Oh, he's doing bad. Explosives, I love blowing up stuff in the glass. Okay, no. No, not so much. I was a bomb maker. Custom ordnance. It was a dream job. Very lucrative. Megacorps couldn't get enough of the services I invented. I was too high on my own ego to wonder what they were up to. They were fueling wars. They often managed to sell both sides in conflicts all over the world. Casualties be damned. It's not even as simple as that. I thought my bombs were used in war against militias, mercenaries, and armies, and I didn't think of them as people. But the weapons I developed were used against civilian targets. I'm from Guizhou. Shuzhen Sichuan has taken over much of the province, but pockets of resistance remain. These are big political struggles, actions removed from the lives of ordinary people. Yeah, the village where I grew up in Guizhou was annihilated. These were tobacco farmers, winemakers, peasants, not military. I recognized the distinctive patterns, the traces that were left behind. These were my bombs, used to shatter the landscape of my childhood. To break the spirit of the people, it broke mine. Now I just want to forget the drugs help sometimes. I knew them all, from the fairest elders to the little children. My own family died too. We weren't always close. Paramedic inventors don't fit in well in agricultural backwaters, but they were my only kin. I'm walking through a series of dark, narrow halls. It stinks up to high heaven, and I run into more and more people as I move forward. The people are jostling me, but I'm starving like I haven't eaten for days. I just want some food, so I press on. I start seeing children in the crowd, children with terrible burns, disfigured faces. All these people are grabbing at me. Then I see teeth all around me. I feel the teeth on me. I guess that I must be feeling guilty about the bumps, huh? All of the blood on my hands, I can feel it all the time. I just like bumps. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. And then he starts crying. How am I ever going to make this go away? How will I live with myself? These drugs help me forget, but give me your new, you'll feel lighter without it. Helping kids still in my... I wouldn't know where to begin. Need time to think. You could show those mega first. I'm gonna get them in so much trouble. Plot your revenge. I don't even wouldn't mind using my expertise against those bastards. Might be the reason enough to get clean. I'll tell you what, I'll think about it. I'll help him too. If he gives me a mission, I'll help him too. When it comes to addict, any progress is acceptable, so we're not gonna push him. I'll go with that. You gotta encourage those things. Before I talk to Auntie Cheng, or the kid who is about to learn that all but one elder survived, let me get my money because I'm gonna need it. Oh, hey, Seattle. I hope that I didn't catch you at a bad time. She flicks the laser pointer at her rat's head swivel. The motion. What did I just say that? This is a recording. It doesn't matter if it's a bad time. Well, anyway, I was thinking about that talk that we had, you know, the dream talk about the Nimers and stuff. I've got a friend here in town. She runs the parlor of Five Faces. It's sort of our local magic shop and talisman. Her name's Crafty. I know her, but okay. Anyway, she's smart, really smart. Her mom was sort of a local authority in all things magical, and the apple doesn't fall from the tree. If you wanted to ask anyone about those names, she'd be the right. Okay, we know. We'll definitely talk to her more. Anyway, just thought it might help. If you're already been talking to Crafty, please disregard this message. Alright, I'm out. Peace. Bleak. You need to come to the parlor. A friend and a business partner of mine named Dr. Shenyang has a need for your services. Something about attending a fancy party in Repulse Bay. He was unwilling to give me the details. I think he wanted to size you up himself. Isobel. Okay. Duncan asked me to do some digging on my own into Raven's history. I guess he doesn't trust Kindly Cheng to give him the full story. I can't say I blame him, since she'd hide things from us if it was in her best interest to do so. So I've been poking around various corners of the Matrix trying to dig up what I can. Most sinners leave data trail the size of an aircraft carried in their wake. Working backwards in time, Raymond starts out that way. But it slowly tapers away into nothingness. Sure, I can find some basic records in Seattle, power, utilities, couple of public discussion sites he signed up for, but the further back I get, the less I find. And the craziest part is this. Prior to 2032, I can't find anything at all. And that shouldn't be possible. It's like Raymond didn't exist before then. I don't know. I'm going to keep digging, but it'll take me a while. I'll let you know when I get some news worth sharing. Come see me if you have a chance. I have a trade opportunity, maximum. Wow, she's angry. I asked you to solve a problem, and your method of solving it is to kill the people I was doing a favor for. I have half a mind to throw you into the. I knew it. I knew it. Still, the one pawns are now more afraid of me than ever, and money started flowing again, so I suppose that's something. I've attached your payment. The one pawns made it explicitly clear that they wouldn't have paid at all, except to ensure you never come back to the gardens. Next time, try not to F the job so much. I had no choice, come on. She's so upset. Well, that sucked. It's okay, we're gonna get yelled at anyways. We were. I don't know that's, I gotta get some heals though. Gotta get ready. Hey, well, Phoenix, I was hoping you'd come around. You got a minute? What's up? Kindly had a Wampoa burned your sin. What is you're doing work for it, not normal yellow lotus stuff. Shadowrunning, yep. Wicked. That's pretty ironclad, Wall Phoenix. Pretty vicious. If you do good, you'll be noticed. Listen, if you got in for about runs, I can make it worth something. We want pawns call that kind of thing metadata. When pawns like to get the word on the street from the active operators. Yep, I can hook you up with something, maybe crest, maybe some sweet programs. But really, you'll gain face with the one pawns. I mean, I killed the elders. I don't think they care, but okay. Augmented reality Google's a site. The gig gets really boring sometimes. You ever wanna touch up? I'm here. When MacP gets back, we're gonna spike those bastards with so much black I see that their brains are gonna turn into pudding, and we're gonna feed that pudding. He folds his arm, almost come and go. I'm not surprised the other elders got themselves killed. Figures, well, MacP will know what to do. We'll take care of this. We don't. It's me as it said. The cameras were all shut down. Maldor Logger was shut down. Everything was shut down by guess who? Elder NG. So I guess he knew. It's going to make. Did you know who called it Elder NG? Was she there? No. We're supposed to know everything. We're open source inside the tribe. Someone chopped up all the circle, then waltzed into the mall and wiped out the rest, then vanished. Thanks, NG. Juvelian chaser idiot. A lot of people like, respect your elders, kids their service. Hey, it's that good if you're in the old meat world, but we're in Wampoa. We're a self-organizing machine, a neural network tribe. Being an elder is a job and a duty, like being a core processor. Elders organize their work sectors and maintain infrastructure. The elders aren't good gods, they're routers. Oh. Wampoa is built around the network. It sucks to lose their skills. Their network has suffered a blow. MacP is the best of the bunch. She's brilliant. She's a wicked coder and a Navajo decker. Plus, she knows the infrastructure. The others, they were okay. They had skills except for NG. She was all woo-woo and couldn't code or build. But she always wanted to get in the middle of things with her blathering. Those of us in MacP's bus maintain the shadow nets. That's what keeps Wampoa's independent. We're the core. Some people can't handle that. So let's get to the point. Oh boy. What? You know something? First of all, MacP is dead. What? Oh, they really got it coming. We will not forget. I mean, I could tell him this. Oh, no. Hold on. No. I actually lied to the kid. I just don't know what would have transpired. See you later, Law. He likes me now. That's pretty cool. That kid is cool. And I'd rather have him as my friend. I don't want him upset at me. That would suck. Well, that's a long story and kind of personal. It involves some jobs, a girl, a real good reason to leave Chicago, a whole ton of guns and money. Yeah, there was. That story's for another day. Yeah, stuff like that. I was a hardcore vehicle rigger back then before Johnny Law cracked down on road rigs. Man, those were the cowboy days. Freaky as hell, but a great to remember. We rebuilt trucks in chop chops, reinforced the frames, bolt armor on, mod the suspension with robotics, driving right through the front windows of buildings, and bash aside Lone Star cruisers on their way out. Good times. You do that in Hong Kong, you get auto barricades and missile enemies. A crying shame. Anyway, I need to get out of Chi-Town, spread my wings. You know how that goes. Hey, it's a terrible thing that just happened here. There, my hood is inside the containment zone. A lot of good peeps locked behind that wall. Yeah, well, maybe. That's the official story. I don't know if you log into the Shadowland, but people have been sneaking files out of the zone, showing some kind of crazy ass giant insects in there. Oh, we fought those bug spirits in the previous Shadowrunners, so they made it there. Wow, they were not controlled yet. I don't want to fight them anymore, but okay, I guess. It's more scary. Well, maybe it's The Walking Dead. Zombies. Think about it. We got at least 4 HMHVV variants. I think it's only a matter of time until we get zombies. I'll take the zombies out of this bug spirits things. Tell you what. Sometimes a guy just needs to change the scene. Alright. Hey, it's grand digging out the wreckage of the past. Well, Phoenix. But time's wasting. I left Chicago. I landed in the Conga. After a while of running in the con shadows, I landed here in Chrome Alley. That's really the gist of it. Now we'd better get back to earning a living. Medical supplies. He doesn't have two, but I'm gonna need this. Yeah, that's me. Thank you, sir. Talk to you later. Alright, so here's the deal. Do I want to talk To kindly Cheng or do the mission? I think I want to do the mission. Yeah, I'm afraid right now I'm not ready emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, existentially ready to talk to Cheng. So I'm just gonna, I'm working, I'm just keep on rolling. I want to do this geomantic sabotage. I hope I'm ready. I want to bring him here. Oh, there's X-Flow. Kilominati. I don't want to spend money on them though. So we want our girl here because she's dealing with that astral stuff. I want to try him. Do we need to hack things? Because she's not the strongest in the meat world. But she has... Okay. But D is going to help me come out of a bind though. Yeah, this is going to be my team here. Let's go. Let's sabotage some feng shui. Feng shui or feng shui or feng shui or bad key. The subway flies over the tracks towards Aberdeen. Monsoon humidity clings to your skin as if it's followed you from Hawaii. Or perhaps it simply sunk this far into the earth. Penetrating stone and machine rousing the acrid smells of Hong Kong's underground in its wake. You've been handling a promising job at geomantic sabotage with a single objective. Disrupt the flow of Wuxing Qi to establish the corporation. To destabilize the corporation. Your client is especially keen on the idea of Wuxing's famed geomancy being used against it. The ultimate humiliation. While the corporation's offices space are free game, the main target is Wuxing's treasured Lotus statue, which resides within a temple on the topmost floor of the monolithic building. Your client's instructions are clear. The more damage you do, the worse the key and the better the pay. We're gonna make a mess. Let's go. Everybody gets a share of the pie, because I'm gonna be using this too as well. I need to buy new gear. So that's gonna happen. Okay. Spooks ID. Okay. Subterranean access way opens to the Wuxing Tower. Free employee enters underground access. It's unheard of unauthorized personnel to reach the upper level natural. That's where you're headed. Goblet presses a slip of laminated plastic into your hand. A grainy black and white reproduction of your own face stares back at you. The rest of the card is filled with a barcode. She whispers, kindly wanted you to have this spoof credential, fresh of maximum loss card printer. It should get you past the door on the front. Wouldn't count on them getting us much further though. I guess that the client said something about other ways to bypass the check-in system inside the building, but he didn't go into specific. Kindly had some choice of words about that, but whatever, we'll find. We didn't bring our hacker, so if there's any hacking to be done, that's gonna be done by me if I can. See, this could be fun, but for how long is the question. Oh, I don't have the charisma. And why is that? This is my team. You can't expect me to work unassisted. Definitely. Good. Oof. Okay, okay, he's chill. Let us begin. We're safe. Oh boy. Is it here? I don't want oh, that is no bueno. Hold on. My first time with this character in the Matrix. Ah, what did I leave? Why did I leave? That's bad. That's bad, bad, bad. Wrong program. Level 6, 0200. We gotta watch this part here. But I already started bad, bad, bad. So we're going here, right? I kinda. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! They got me. No bueno. Why am I missing them all though? There we go. If I do this too much, it's gonna cost me. Oh no. This is not turning out good. Oh, I'm in trouble. I am in serious trouble here. I have no choice. One more. One, 4, 2, 7, 9. Oh, wait. Okay. Yes, that one. Okay. So you gotta look at the icons, and that'll guide you to it. I'm in trouble. But I'm in so much trouble. How can I make this happen? I'm about to raise the alarms. Oh no! This is probably not good. I mean, I might have to unplug myself. Could I kill him though? I don't know. I'm gonna try to kill him. But if anything, I'll just jack out of the Matrix. I don't know what's gonna happen in the meat world if they already notice that I'm here, but. Okay, I don't have to jack out, maybe. Maybe not. Can I make it out real quick? Let's go. All right. My first online hacking mission with my hero. That's gonna make us money. But what now? What if where do I go? That's gonna be rough. Ah, good evening. I'm Charles. Have I seen your face before? I got security etiquette, so not exactly. I'm an outside security consultant putting a spot check. Please tell me how can I help? You've been selected for a random screening. I'll need your ID and credentials, please. Wow! That was too easy. Can I talk to her? No. Okay. So, I'm not too sure as to what to do without getting in trouble. Let's see here. But I got this. Woo! Now that's what's up. Oh yeah, what's up with this door right here? You seem confused, ma'am. Something I can help you with? Just clocking in. Need something? I think I'm lost. Can you help us out? But ain't that wonderful? But I'll opt out. Wixon got me doing an air duct audit myself, and let me tell you, I made some pretty upsetting discoveries. Disgusting, slimy, biohazard discoveries. Maybe when we're both done, we can compare findings, but right now I've got to get this crap out of me. Good luck to you, you'll need it. Okay, time to go. The pristine hyper-sterilized office glistens as if every surface has been polished. Your client has requested that this area be manipulated as subtly as possible, so as not to draw attention away from the temple. The true defacement will happen there, distracting Wuxing security. Hopefully, they won't discover the disrupted key flows on this floor for weeks. Ooh, spooky. Spooky, spooky. Let's disrupt some key. Let us gather, okay. We don't have a password, and I don't feel like failing it, so we'll get a password soon. It's gotta be somewhere here. I will be very good at disrupting key. Very good. You see now the aura has changed here. This is probably gonna call little monsters. I don't know. I think so. Monsters will come out. I guess. Oh, I thought I was gonna smear poop on the glass. On the mirror, but I guess not. That would definitely throw off the key. Several folders appear in a second window below. The first, only a couple look useful. Amidst the documents, a few nuggets of information stand out. A section dedicated to the Wuxing buildings. Q details the geomancy plans and renovations they've made to increase the key flow. It appears that Wuxing's already made hundreds of minuscule and handful of not so minuscule adjustments to its floor plans, and including building infrastructure. A recently updated file marks this project to add new water lines for the temple's fountain as complete. The document ends with a large list of future modifications that the company has queued for completion, always to improve its positive energy output. Wuxing. You click on the folder, a large repository, blah 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 blah. Similar. Man, I could have disengaged the lock. I guess I'm not getting a weapon this run here. And I have no karma points, so I still have no code, I don't think, right? Okay, no code is fine for now. Someone locked me out of the elevator, or maybe it's... Already I'm getting bamboozled here? Wow. Nice. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. What, did they show up everywhere? Are they hiding? No? I don't need any surprises. Okay. Man, I wish I had that code. Maybe I'll get it here. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. I wanna see what's in. Make more money. Light and dark balance is the key to the good. Who's saying that? I guess. Okay, 8484. Nice. What the heck? It's a little scary because those last time I used two of my biggest heals. The energy here is still largely in balance. More damage can be done. Okay, hold up, Wall Phoenix. I'm not sure we should leave just yet. There's still more we can do to ruffle the key here. Alright, they're hinting me at something, so let's find out. Oh, there we go. Good. Oh my god, that looks a little too scary. I want out of here. Please get me out of here. I don't want to end up trapped here. Oh my god. Like to get out of here. Bye. Okay, Ice Curd. We can do it. Oh, they're all here. Alright, one down. He's in danger. I should have not sent him there, but two down. Dang. Wow. Wow. I am being bamboozled. That hits hard. Oh my god, almost hit me. No, man. Okay. There's one up there. We just threat lightly. Two over there, huh? Missed them all? I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh boy. But we're getting paid for this, huh? So let's continue on. There's gotta be more key points before I hit that thing. Is there not? There it is. Okay. Now we need that 100%. This is about to get real nasty here, I have a feeling. The devil himself, Lucifer, is gonna come in here and is gonna have a game of Uno with me, and then musical chairs. We're gonna play baked potato, hot potato. And he's gonna beat me in all the games. Oh Lord, I'm scared. Time to hydrate so I can think better. All right, it's time to go. It's go time. 100%. I'm in trouble. I'm in serious trouble right now. I have a feeling something is coming for me. Let's get out of here. Move, people, move. Mages. On behalf of Woodson Inc., we've been instructed to prevent your further vandalizing of the company's property and assets. However, they've never specified how, so I vote we do it the easy way. Leave no survivors. Okay. Those are my orders too. Five versus 4, that ain't even fair. Everybody's affected by this, even them. But this guy right here, water stance. Okay. This is gonna hurt because I don't feel like I did a lot. But I guess I can throw a grenade right there. That'll probably help me. I hope Duncan don't fail. Why are you hitting me? Oh my god, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Emergency, heal her. You can't use your thing yet, but good. Nice. Dang it, that hits hard. She's gonna get killed. No. That's what's up. We don't have to hit this guy right here because he's sleeping. You know, we're about letting people take their naps. They're very important. Don't disturb them. Oh, brutal. A little bloody. Oh, my armor. You want to dismiss him. You don't want to have to fight this guy. Woo! Nice. Plop, plop. Plop, 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 plop. Now we gotta run and get the heck out of here. Let's go, let's go. Move, 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 move. We got this. You can feel the electric sensation of the Q dancing across your skin. This feeling is notable to those not even magically attuned. The disruption here is that strong. Behind you, the trapped and turbulent key swirls inside the iconic Sky Tower atrium. You can actually see the air around the atrium warp and EBB as the key surges and breaks against the obstacles around it. Looking for a way to move to flow and finding none. The job is done. You have desecrated the Wuxing Lotus, and in doing so, blemish the prideful face of a megacorp. Not bad for a night's work. I think we did the job up to the client standards, huh? The elevators arrive at the temple. Time to duck out the back door before security can respond. And we get out of here. We did it. Wuxing won't know what hit them. The embarrassment of their own geomantic science turned against them will sit unfavorably on the tongues of the Wuxing executives, and maybe even get a few people terminated. They'll know it wasn't just the building you battered. Just send a message. Everyone has weakness that can be exploited. The change in Feng Shui should keep them spinning for months. The complete disruption of their key and destruction of their temple will cripple the energy at this branch of the company. And with Wuxing focusing on restoring their temple, it'll be a long time before they discover the full extent of your assault. Ooh, 8 karma. Hold up. Hold up. Let's talk to my boy here, see if he got something for me. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, Wild Phoenix, welcome back to the palace. You got anything interesting to me to tell me today? Because I got nothing but fixing hair curlers and debugging old ladies' PDS. I swear I'm going to die of boredom. I got some metadata for you. To tell me what you've got, the network runs information. We wrecked the Feng Shui at Wuxing Sky Tower subtly but effectively. Oh, what? All that geomancy, Feng Shui, and sorcerer stuff is a bunch of dribble is all. Ooh. We practically boosted our quarterly outcomes, mindfully aligning our base. Alright, he's checking something else too. Spare me, yo. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Stone Cold Thrash Fest. Why didn't you just tell me that? I guess you just had to build up for it. Let's see what I've got for you. Grab a program, here's my surplus. Okay. What program do I want? Killjoy. I don't have it. Alright, we're done with him. Why are you staring at me like that? Didn't anybody teach you manners? Relax, I didn't mean to stare. You're a stranger in my term. I expect people to be civil to one another. This isn't your turf, it's public area, and besides, these streets belong to my boss. Kindly change. You're not too good at making friends or fitting in to new surroundings, are you? I think we both got on the wrong foot here. It's alright, I can tell you're a newcomer. I just feel a little protective of my part of town. I'm Rosario Ignacio, or to the members of my community, Cherry Pink. I specialize in transporting missions, nanny services, and I occasionally Shadowrun for walking around money. I can also fry up a mean batch of lumpia, but you can't have any unless I like you. It's a bona fide Filipino nickname. Unless you want a mouthful of fish, you'll show respect. Filipino spring rolls, crispy and delicious and full of pork or whatever pork flavor substitutes and sale. It's important to be frugal. I want some lumpia. Everybody wants lumpia, not everyone deserves it. You said you're a nanny. Look around you. See these Shadowrunners and dealers of contrabands and Johnsons? There's a fair number who have kids, though they wouldn't shout it from the rooftops. It's usually too dangerous to keep family close. That's when I come in. Shadow nannies. I've shuttled kids in and out of war zones. I've gone into hiding with little ones for a month on end while the parents had to lie low. I've taught children good manners, hygiene, and the proper use of firearms for over 20 years. I show them how to use them safely. What's dangerous is not explaining their world to them, the shadows that is. These kids have to grow up fast. Weapon training is appropriate when you're living in a smuggler's den. Makes perfect sense to me. I'm really glad someone finally gets it. The gut reaction for most people is to deny the danger. The rest seems to think that children are too immature to step up to the challenge. Me? I trust my kids. I don't underestimate them and they never let me down. Well, I used to take care of the children of a Wuxing bigwig up in the peak. Turned out she was siphoning corporate funds to support both a gambling addiction and an extravagant lifestyle. She got sloppy and I stumbled across some pretty damning documents as I was tidying the house. I couldn't unsee them, much as I wished it. And I started to fear for my life. She was growing desperate, erratic, so I ran. The Japanese Imperial State happened. Supposedly they've been in charge there for decades. I was just a little girl when they sent their Imperial Marines in. They destroyed my old neighborhood. I don't remember the events, but I still dream of the fires. Okay. The Japanese ran up against the resistance from forces that came to be known as the Hulk, nationalists, neo-anarchists, but the resistance ultimately gets its backing from a dragon, Masaru. While the struggle continues, the country can't heal. Never ever cut a deal with a dragon. Well, I haven't personally. I just want to be home somewhere. I agree. Perhaps you may deserve lumpy after all. No promises though. I couldn't go back to Manila because of those JIS scumbags. But there's always been a large community of Filipinos in the shadow. I saw them out, sold them out. There's always been a large community of Filipinos in the shadows. I reached out and they all pitched in to set me up as a Shadowrunner. Now, whenever I land a good gig, I give most of my earnings away, giving back to the community. It's not like paying a debt. Yes, there's always someone asking for a handout. Yet one day it might be me in need again. Who knows when my luck will turn? But I know my community will have my back. Alright, good to know your people, your neighbors. I started off on the wrong food. Looks like we got levels up. Let's see. Okay. But the spirits are not that strong anyways. To be honest. I mean, they can attack strong, but they die quickly. I like this one better. Sabotage. Espionage. I like sabotage better. Lethal force. I'm gonna use lethal force. Wow. Okay, I kind of like that one. To spit as a goal. A quick shuriken toss. Man, the shuriken seems like a good deal. Seems like I could hit my teammates with it too. I'm gonna go with goal. Mangler. Raktus drone crochet gains a mounted saw blade arm in the melee system. Okay, and Predator. I like this one. Yeah. Confirm all. I don't want to go to Auntie Cheng yet, but I gotta buy some kills for sure to get ready. The next mission's gonna be this one right here. This one. Does he have? Okay, have you been having? Okay, scrub up and give me some defibrillator paddles, Walt Phoenix. I'm installing some headers on this guy's liver, and now we're going to shock him back to life. But seriously, hand me the loop. What can I do for you today? Nightmares? Hell, Wild Phoenix, that's my life. I curl up with a bottle of vodka and a handful of pills every night. But you mean the toothy hunting horror dream? Yeah, I've been having it. It's just one more nightmare. Let me tell you though, I've been doing a brisk business in sleep aids. Just today, someone asked me for some ketamine. Ketamine? That stuff's a horse tranquilizer. What the heck made them think of that? Nope, even if we're all doing something similar intensively, it shouldn't happen. Our experiences are all too different. I've heard of mages and shamans who are somehow connecting to each other, sharing dreams, but that's all. Hell, what do I know? I'm not a doctor, I'm just a guy who subscribes to psychological modernista. If you want to know about dreams, ask Crafty. My formal diagnostic is that something weird is going on. I should have looked like much like one now. Man, that feels good. Okay, it's stretched. So there's a particular way this kind of conversation goes. I don't know if you're familiar with it. We gossip. We show each other our butt tattoos. That's a damn fine idea. Listen, I'm circumspect about my past, and you're a new active runner, so I don't want to know any of your stories. It's only a liability to me. So let's make this conversation useful. I'll call it the BS and give you some download Hong from an expat runner perspective. In return, you don't dig from my job list. Deal? Rock solid. Hong Kong's a good lily pad for a derby crasher like yourself, Wild Phoenix. The shadows are deep, the money flows, it's friendly to foreigners, and there's no real government. The whole place is run by corporations and syndicates. However, as fresh meat off the boat, you've got to decide who you want to be. Foreign runners follow 3 career paths in the Kong. They assimilate, they burn their bridges, and get out fast, or they die. If you're a short timer, you can be as violent as splashy as you want, but if you're in the long haul, learn the local arts. Discretion, restraint, respect, get that long-term face, and don't embarrass people. The Hong Kong shadows grind through expendable runners who are loaded up with bad faith and then dumped in Victoria Harbor. So whatever you do, watch your back. Hong Kong is a very complex place. The other thing to remember is that Hong Kong is a really complex place. It's one of the great global cities with enclaves of every major megacorp. It's a syndicate town. It's a refugee magnet. And it's Guangdong. At some level, anything goes here, but when in doubt, assume that old Hong Kong tradition rules. I say that as a loudmouthed bastard. Be polite. Be modest. Honor favors. Maintain faith, give respect, and always treat people's time as valuable. Hong Kong fascinates me. I used to hate it here, now I love it. I found a nice little piece. If you survive, maybe you can too. And you sure do seem like a survivor. People know who I am, but only in the network. Kindly runs this neighborhood like a separate country. You paddle a boat across the canal, and no one's ever heard of me, and never will. Anyway, it's private. Good, I'm glad we both appreciate having a little puddle of quiet. Well, that's my wisdom. What am I saying? My wisdom is you can never be too low profile, too lawyered up, or too well armed. You're pretty banged up. Why haven't you installed some bionic limbs? Because I've already crumbed to the gills. I don't look it, but I've got a full suit. Quad jacks, no soft, radio, skill wire, tactical computer, whole bunch of rigger wear. He lifts his shirt, relieving a pair of tubes emerging from his side, running down into the wheelchair. Check it out, I've got an artificial liver in my chair. I want to keep my last essence. I've come to like my humanity, and I don't want to turn into one of the Walking Dead. Oh, come on, you know the names, right? The Walking Dead, Toasters, Chromouts. I don't want to be one of those lug wrenches who cyber themselves to within an inch of their lives and stop feeling normal emotions. And you get it. I don't want to be like that, and I'm real close to the line. Listen, I like talking about my crow more than the next guy, but not right now. Besides, it's kind of a personal subject. You looking to buy something? Gotcha. Ooh. Not ready until we get paid. Oh, yes. Yes. It's a worthy investment. It's worth it because we need it. We do need it. We do need it. I'm still at low HP, so the ones are probably better. Gotta be ready at all time. Let's go get paid. Let us. Oh, we do have to talk to whatever her name was. We'll talk to them again next stream. I forget. Crafty, and we'll talk to him some other time. Where is Crafty? She was down here, right? Let's see what else she's found about the nightmares and the wall city. You peer around precautiously, arranged tower of books. Mother Janus, red rings. She moves to stretch and spot you. With a quick flick of her hand, she marks her place with the journal. What a welcome sight. Have you found anything? Not too much. How about you? This mind-numbing tedium is starting to pay off. Check this out. The dreams that everyone's having, they aren't really dreams. They're omens. From what I've gathered, we're walking a fine line here. They're pretty dangerous. Attempts to interpret and could lead to mixed results. What do you mean by omens? You know, omens, harbingers of doom and gloom, and bad things to come. Just a minute. Omen, a sign of that warns of future events by way of visionary creatures or hallucinations. Bloop. Apparently, the source of portents are commonly linked with malign places and disaster sites. They are caused by leakage through wounds between our world and the astral plane. I'm not sure we can. At least I haven't found anything about that in my mother's text yet. We don't want to dive into this haphazardly, while Phoenix. Remember, these omens can be dangerous. How are they dangerous? In here it says these visions or dreams or whatever you want to call them are real. They are open to interpretations, but interpreting them incorrectly can be disastrous. Astral space is a place of dream logic. Taking the things you see too literally can even be more dangerous than ignoring them. Sounds like the best outcome would be for us to interpret the dream correctly. Using that term loosely, yes, but there's no real correct way to interpret a dream. And it's difficult to separate the nonsense from the substance. Can you interpret the dreams? I can't help you interpret your dreams, whatever they're trying to impart. It's beyond me. All I can do is keep reading. There has to be something in this library that can help us understand what's happening. We're already making strides. Thanks, Crafty. I do my best. See you soon. I gotta check in here for stuff for our rat girl. She can use them. She could surely use them. Let's talk to our people before we go. And then we can go to sleep. Because apparently we need to. Oh, she's talking me through the computer. That's nice. Hello down there. It's good to see you again. Nice avatar. That looks good on you, isn't it? It feels more real to me than my own skin. You really feel at home in the Matrix, don't you? You look happy in there. I suppose that I am. It's a comfort thing. As long as I'm jacked in, I can be whoever I want to be. Whatever I want to be. Out there in me space, I usually feel uncomfortable in my own skin. I'd probably just live in here if I could. I know, and of course I was joking, but truth be told, I do spend most of my time out there. Wishing I was back in here. You're a Decker, you must know what I'm talking about, the freedom of it. It's hard to live in a cage of meat when you know how sweet it feels to leave your body behind. You know, Wild Phoenix, I've been thinking about the questions you asked me a while back. The one about Black Wall City. The one that I dodged. It was a dodge, though. I didn't mean for it to be, but that's what happened. I cheated you out of an answer that I owed you. For what it's worth, I wasn't trying to do that. It's just that talking about the wall city is problematic for me. See, be patient with them. They'll open up with you. If you push them too much, they might close, and you don't get like side quests. I don't try to agree with the barons. Okay, we've all got problems. Things are hard. Okay. No, it isn't that. I'm not explaining myself correctly. It isn't that I'm tortured by bad memories or anything like that. The problem is that I can't remember my childhood. The Wall City, that entire chapter of my life is nothing but a blur to me. I can give you general information about life on the inside, but the specifics of my own experience are gone. Something like that. There were a variety of factors in play. The upshot of all this is that there are things that I can tell you about, but only a few, and only in bold strokes. Don't expect any personal stories. I couldn't share them even if I wanted to. So if that's okay with you, if you'll be satisfied with the trivial urban legends, then we can talk. Just say the word. Otherwise, at least now you know why. Okay. The job and our lives. It's after hours. I don't want to talk about work. Okay. Okay. My good listeners. Okay. See, don't push them. So give me what you can about the Wall City. All right, I can do that. When I think of the Wall City, the thing that sounds out the most in my mind is the legends, the mythology of the place. If I hadn't lived with them, I might have found those stories fascinating. Did you know that Kowloon Wall City is supposed to be cursed? That's what the locals believe. We got ghost stories and everything. Our own homegrown legends about things that haunted the Wall City, demons from another place, the Yama Kings. No, not really. It'd probably be easy to think the Yama Kings as urban legends, our own little pantheon of monsters and morality tales. Tall tales about things with claws to frighten ourselves at night. The stories are still clear in my mind even after everything that happened. Everybody in the Wall City would believe them. You can get out of the Wall City if you make a deal with the Fu Man. Cut the heart from the 44 people closest to you and bring them to him. He will reward you with riches. Don't go under the ark, or Kian Jan will catch you. She'll rip your teeth, tie your tongue with a knot, and make you her slave for eternity. Wow. We have Chi Chiang, our own homegrown judge of souls. People who let themselves be flayed alive in hopes that he'd reawaken them in a better life. And we have Lam V, the Ebony Queen, who teach you to hide so well that you slowly mutate into a cockroach. What? It's all BS, of course, but everybody in the Wall City believes it. Of course it is, I know that, but the Yamakins can't be real. If they were, the body count in the Wall City would be a lot higher. The Yamakins are glorified kid stories. They're make-believe, a fiction my parents, neighbors invented. It's their own actions. I can't get ahead because demons are keeping me down. Woe is me, woe is me. It's almost embarrassingly transparent when you really look at it. Lambi turning people into cockroaches is just a Kafkaesque trope layered into a morality tale. Chichiang, he's just Anubis with a different coat of paint. And you know the archway that I mentioned, the one that Kianya was supposed to haunt? I knew someone who found it. There was nothing on the other side but concrete. It's all superstitious drivel, Wild Phoenix. The mystery in the Wall City isn't the fault of demons or devils. We created it and we perpetuate it. We blame made up stories for our own failings. There's nothing more pathetic than that. What about the shared dreams? How do you explain those away? I don't know. Mass psychosis or maybe something magical is going on. But it isn't them. They aren't real. They can't be. Anyway, that's enough for now, huh? Sure, that gives you plenty to chew on. My obligation to give you an answer is satisfied, I think. So let's talk about something else. I do know, maybe I'll put some thought into it. On second thought, maybe I do have an idea. Are you open to talking on more work? Taking on more work, yep. Of course, kindly sending me New Year's offers all the time. This wouldn't be a work for Auntie Cheng. Think of it as a side gig that would you be doing for me. I think I've got a line on some software that could help us. I can't get it to it on my own though. It's a 2-person job at least. What kind of software? That's I think a side quest from her that we've unlocked. It's kind of hard to explain. It'd be easier for me to just show you, but trust me, it'll help. I have the run all planned out already. I've done the legwork. I know the location. I know the target. Just say the word and I'll send you everything I have to your mission's computer. You can look it over, wait it, and decide what you want to do. Send the file. Done. You'll find the pertinent documents waiting in your inbox. If you decide to accept the mission, just check the box in the message documentation and it'll ping my comlink automatically. Everybody, a lot of people will have side missions for you, so it's good to talk to them and not push them. I'm sure that the briefing I sent you will satisfy your curiosity. Trust me, Wild Phoenix, this is a good job with a solid plan behind it. You'll see it as soon as you read it. And speaking of which, you should go do that now. Say no more. Fantastic. I can't wait to hear what you think. Let's talk to our girl, Gobbet. Hey, Seattle. Oyster? Nope. But I'll eat it because we want to be good friends. Sure, why not? Good, right? Have repressed memories of dumpsters diving in the Baron's dance. A merry jig in your brain as the mango oyster slices out your throat. I get, yeah, delicious. I wouldn't go that far, but it's seafood and it isn't made of soy. That makes it good in my book. So what do you need? Any thought about that last run? It always surprised me how much corporations will pay to screw up competitors. Eventually. Hell, they'll even take each other to court over architecture that blocks key. It has real impact though. A little shift here and there might not seem like much, but even fractions of a penny lost on their stock value is millions. I could see us change the flow of key in that building, but I still have no idea how to make it work for me. You need a real specialist for that, like a Taoist priest. Based on what I could see though, I think Wuxing fortunes will win at least for the time being. They'll fix what we broke eventually. But until then, there's maybe a rash of stuffed toes. So what else did you want to chat about? You know, the Bolt Hold is a pretty mediocre name for a ship. Ever consider changing it? Yeah, sure. Considered it a bunch of times. I never really care enough to actually do it. You want to call it something else? Alright, let's see. The Dewagger Empress. Dewagger, what? Kraken. Fine, I'll call it Kraken. The Kraken it is. How do you like life here on the Kraken? It's fine, shaping up. Having a new room is always nice. Are you enjoying your cabin? It isn't half as bad, better than some of the places I squatted back in the Barrens. I've heard stories about Redmond Barrens. Sounds like a real winner of a place. Kowloon isn't any better, of course, but at least our little slice of home is safe. I'll take the Kraken over the Barrens any day. That's the spirit. You said you'd teach me how to be a better Shadowrunner. I'm here to collect. Still remember that, do you, huh? It's just sort of assumed that you laughed that up. No dice, wizened mentor. You offered, now pay up. Okay, how about this? I'll tell you a story about a run going back. You tell me what you've done in the runner's place, and then we'll compare notes on your answer. How that sound? Works for me. Okay, so this is a story from from early in my career. I was a part of a team here in Hong Kong, but I did some occasional moonlighting for another group based out of Macau. I was a busy kid. Mark, she didn't like that. You say that like I couldn't have been. When I was 12, I could have destroyed you. And also, I was 16. Practically an adult in our years. We grow up fast. That's good to know. Anyway, the job was a hit on this tower, sort of a treat multiplex slash apartment complex. I'm sure that they got them in Seattle too, you know, the kind. 7 new screens, monster concession stands, coffin, apartments on top like barnacles on a whale. Yeah, that'll happen. Our client wanted us to break into one of the apartments. The story was that an ex of hers, a guy named Boggs, lived there. She'd been cooped up with him until about a week prior. The things went sour in a big way. She wanted us to get back some things that Boggs kept when he kicked her out, scare the heck out of him, blood him up a bit, make it look like a robbery. You know the drill. Yeah, it was pretty bush league gig, but the pay was decent enough, not the sort of thing you turn down. So anyway, Sibilance, I was a group leader, had a plan. We knew that we had to go in quiet because the Metroplex had a panic system wired directly to the Hong Kong police force. If we'd gone in shooting, we'd been drowning in cops within 10 minutes. Sip through that, we could maybe take advantage of the apartment's terrible soundproofing and kick in Buck's door when the movie got loud. We'd camp out near his doorway, wait for the ceiling to start raining plaster, then smash our way in with his neighbors none the wiser. That doesn't sound like a bad plan. Well, it had the virtue of being simple, I'll give it that, but still that didn't stop things from going the way they did. So we waited in the hall just like Sibilance planned. We had a guy on the elevator, another at the stairs. I was waiting by the first communal kitchen. Sip took up a position by the door. She had the cyber legs that she dumped a ton of Nguyen into. Hydraulic jacks, strength enhancement, the works. Girl could probably leg press a dump truck. Come to think of it, most of her plans involve kicking things. There's something a little sad about that. Tragically, Jess, everybody else was various shades of amoral or screwed in the head. Sibyllus might have had a tendency to solve all of her problems the same way, but she was better than the alternatives. Anyway, we heard a boom from downstairs, felt the walls shake with the reverb. Sib wheeled back and gave the door a massive kick just as he planned. From where I was standing, I could really see what happened next. I could hear a massive crack as her boots slammed into Duraplast. The door flew off its hinges, exploded off, might be more of an accurate phrase. A second later, we heard an ungodly crash. There was a moment of silence, then Sib let out a little gasp. The apartment was in shambles. It looked like a hurricane had hit it. Everything was trashed. Everything but the door, which was miraculously still in one piece. Remember that this was a coffin apartment. It wasn't much wider than the door was to begin with. And Box, well, what was left of him was under the door. Whoops. Well, you got the rough him up part, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, he wound up a lot rougher than he was supposed to be. The door really did a number of him, ribs sticking out of the skin, that kind of thing. It was bloody mess. So yeah, Bucks was dead. The stuff that we've been sent to the apartment to recover has been smashed to bits. And then the building alarm went off. So that's the situation. Our payday smashed. My temporary teammates are all standing around with stupid looks on their face. The cops are coming. I'm standing by the kitchen. What would you have done in my place? We've just been defeated by an inanimate object, Seattle. We got our ass kicked by a plastic door and the power of our own ambition. Fighting off waves of cops above a crowded movie theater didn't feel like the best of moves at the time. The first thing that popped in my head, that's a lesson to remember, Seattle. The first answer you come up with was almost the best one you're going to have, so just roll with it. Don't second guess yourself, don't hesitate, just act. You live longer that way. As for what I did that night, well, I was standing at the kitchen, remember. I could have cut and run. I looked like any other street kid I'd have blended in, but instead I decided to stay and help my team. When I think crowded theater, I think place where you can shout and fire, because it'll cause a panic. And then I thought, cops don't charge into burning buildings. They help the people get out of them. And as it happened, I had the means to create a real genuine fire sitting across from me. A pair of industrial ovens. Right? It was clearly the best available option. I opened the gas vents wide, set the range on a timer, and motored back into the hallway. The other had started arguing amongst themselves. I told them to snap out of it and follow me down into the lobby. We have to clear the hallway before an Aaron Sparks takes the whole floor out, I said. Sounded pretty reassuring to me. Unfortunately, the rest of the group wouldn't listen. Sim and the rest of the team were too busy arguing about the relative merits of her let's kick things really hard and see what happens tactical system to want anything to do with me. I shouted back at them that the kitchen was going to explode and continue down the hallway, just like I planned. I got out of that run in one piece, so did every single one of the people in that multiplex. My fire plan worked beautifully. If the rest of the team had listened to me, they might have gotten out of the building too. Kind of a bummer that they didn't, but at least the run turned out well for me. Look, they screwed themselves over when Sip kicked that door. They were in a heap of trouble, and what I did would have gotten them out of it if they listened to me. Now, how I know? Because it got me out. They could have followed me, but instead they chose to argue until they exploded. That's on them, not me. Of course, I couldn't collect any pay because the run had been a disaster, but after the explosion I got to ride in the front of the fire truck, and they gave me cookies. Oh, that's cool. I wound up dating one of those firemen a few weeks later. All things considered, it could have gone a lot worse. So that's cool. Sorry for the other guys. So Seattle, tell me, what was the moral of the story? What lesson was I trying to convey? Fire solves our problems. Don't go on Shadowruns with idiots. Yes. Well, while that is a lesson, maybe even valuable one, it isn't what I was trying to convey. Now pay attention because this is important. What I was trying to teach you is that you should trust your impulses. When a run has gone south and you need to improvise, don't overthink it. Once you've committed to doing something, you've got to follow it through. Though no arguing or hand wringing, just do it. If you get caught up on your own head, agonizing over past mistakes, well, don't be surprised if you wind up dead. A kitchen fire can take you down as easily as a cop bullet if you stand around and let it. Are you certain that civilians and the rest of the Mac of them are dead? They weren't with me when I got evacuated, or the rest of the moviegoers. I never saw them leave the building, and I haven't heard of them since. I guess it's possible that somebody made it, but I don't really run in those circles anymore. Odds are good that if anyone from accounting did survive, they'll have died off by now from sheer incompetence. Shadowrunning is an unforgiving business. You don't get to make too many mistakes. Did any of the stuff in that story actually happen, or did you just make it up for my benefit? Seattle, I'm hurt. It all went down exactly like I said it did. Well, except for a couple of embellishments here and there, but they all make it a better story, artistic license and all that. Hate to break it to you, kiddo, but I'm beat. It's been a long day. Lesson's over for now. We'll pick it back up next time. Alright, Gobbet. Yeah, sounds good. I'll have your next lesson ready waiting. It's a good talk. You get that activates her side mission, which is pretty cool too. We have her activated. Hers will come soon. The two other people have their own mission. Let's talk to our boy. You look different, Asuka. Better, I hope. Sort of. It's like I flipped forwards a few chapters instead of turning a page. I mean, you look like you just... Not the you I knew. Sounds like song lyrics. No, no. No more song lyrics for me. I gave up that dream a long time ago. Remember how Lockjaw used to make fun of my singing voice? He said I sounded like a frog with... I thought my voice was distinctive. I mean, I know Maria Mercurial. I love when they bring people from, you know, the lore. That's cool. So what about you? How are you doing? Well, I gotta tell you, you're good at running this crew. There's something I still don't completely understand. How do you get out of being a Shadowrunner? No, what? What do you get out? Not how. I would say... I'd say it's the money. Way to underestimate yourself. That's exactly what I used to say before I made Carter. She convinced me to apply at the academy. Work my way up the chain. I mean, you're right. Money comes bigger and faster when you're a runner. But your lifespan is shorter by what? More than half, probably? The trade-off doesn't really seem worth it. And at the end of the day, what are you? I've never heard of a story where a Shadowrunner did something other than kill someone, steal something, or perpetrate some other sort of shady crap. But good luck with that. So I guess we're vandals for hire now, renting ourselves at the top. This guy is so negative. Tails and scroll graffitis on their walls. I don't know, Asuka. Feels like Bush League Barons Ganger crap to me. The kind of stuff that we outgrew when we were 8. That's what you say. It didn't look like it did much to me. Anyway, whatever. The client paid us and that's all that matters. It's stupid, but I've taken the money for all kinds of stupid things before. I was young and I had moves. It paid well for a summer. You're just jealous that they hired me over you. Anyway, enough of that. Need anything else? With Cyber? Oh my god, how many times are you gonna ask me that? I told you one time, I was thinking about it when I was 13. Let it go. I'm not gonna pollute my body with that. You never know. I always thought you might go for it. You had a good enough reason. Just be careful as Certible folks went too far with it. I want to talk about you and me. Yeah, I guess now's a good time as any. You start. I need a structure bad, you know, that better than anyone. I was already a hardcore when we met, Mr. Ultraviolence. I'd do anything to get a rise out of the guys I was rolling with. Gouging eyes, inverting knees, curb stomping. That got me cheers. I was like a pit fighter. Bloodletting for the crowd, and I learned to enjoy it. But I never learned how to block out the memories of the screams when I was lying in bed at night. The guilt started eating me alive, and then I was scared to be alone with my thoughts. So I try to drown them out with other things that you drown things out. Yeah, I was, but I got a lot better when we found the squad together, and even better later when we went to live with Ray. I was still a violent son of a... Basically under control. That was because of you, Wild Phoenix. You were the voice of reason and the brains. That sounds about right. Of course it does. When we ran the streets together, I was the muscle and you called the shots. You pointed and I hit. But later, after Ray got me some counseling, I realized that I let you call all the shots so that I wouldn't have to. Because I knew that what I wanted was wrong. But following your lead, I was deflecting my own guilt onto you. It was your decision, not mine. You could just knock heads and walk away clean, you know? Don't look at me, I'm just doing what I'm told. And then you left. Without you here, I knew that I was in serious trouble. The poster boy for anger management issues. Raymond could provide a stable environment, a decent therapist, and money for prescriptions, but you know Raymond. He's an egghead engineer with a philanthropic streak. Not a drill sergeant, and a drill sergeant was what I needed. I needed structure and discipline in a way that he couldn't offer me. I needed a cage to keep myself in line. So I found myself a cage made of rules and procedures and training, Lone Star. Raymond helped me with my application and provided me a different character reference. I got in, and it helped a lot. Lone Star got me where I needed to be, and now it's all gone, and you're back. Yeah, she was a good one. We were a real team. Joining Lone Star helped me in all sorts of important ways, no doubt about it. I really embraced being a cop. I studied my ass off, but no matter how hard I worked, I was never more than a model cop with a brutal streak. There were plenty of assignments that were perfect for a big mean orc like me, assignments that could have fed my need to hurt people. But I met Carter about a year in, and she changed things. She talked about values and goals and priorities, and constructing the life that you want to live. She was a real trip. She sounds wise. Huh, never thought about that word as a way to describe her. Wise. From an outside perspective, I guess you could say that, but to me, she was just grounded. She knew who she was, where she was going, what got her there. Carter understood how the world worked, but compartmentalized it so she could focus on making a life for herself that made sense. She kept me focused. When Raymond asked me to meet him in Hong Kong, I had a feeling I was going to wind up going off the reservation if it didn't bring Carter along. Now she's gone and here I am. I'm sorry, did Aska Langley just give me a sage advice? Sounds like you just did some growing up on your own. I guess I have, yeah. It's about what you were doing before you got thrown into that corp facility. That's another, I think I can make my story a little bit here. You said some people had messed with you and you weren't going to let them get away with it. How'd it go? Let's just say that they didn't get away with it and leave it at that. I try not to. What are you talking about exactly? Oh, the dark times. We're not exactly talking about an idyllic youth here, Aska. Sleeping in dumpster, running from ghouls, fighting over scrap, and defending your territory. If we hadn't found that spot in the abandoned building, found Lockjaw and Double Tray, we probably wouldn't be here. So what do you think about that now? I mean, you realize that they were teenagers, right? Younger than Goblet. They were so old back then. They felt so old back then. But Lockjaw couldn't have been more than 17 tops. And Double Tray was only 13 then. What were you thinking about back then? Improvise, adapt, overcome, that's how you beat the streets. I remember the Double Tray saying that. It was a while we were living between the red hot nukes and the 162s. Crazy dwarfs, anarchists on one, ghouls on the other. Survive and watch each other's back. Yeah, I know. Okay. Later will be good. Don't get me wrong, catching up is not, but I'm not used to being as social as this. That's one of the reasons why it was so nice to work under Carter. We both appreciated long silences. Thanks, I'll bask in it. Oh, and good talk, Aska. I'll catch up with you later. Very well, very well. So I was gonna do it for today. When I come back on the next stream, we'll talk to the other two dudes in the bottom, kind of clear out let us get paid. Yep, gotta get that money because I can probably do cyber decking. Let's go to sleep and see what happens in the next dream. Little birds have been whispering in my ear about an urgent and high-paying run. Still armed Lou at Red Pole managed to get his hand on information. Aris, Asia Holdings. For years, the Lotus and Red Dragon have been locked in a cold war. Despite this, remain evenly matched. Neither one of us can attack the other without being exposed to devastating reprisal. Lou wants to change this, and he has a plan. Rather than strike directly, Lou intends to arm external forces at the Red Dragon, specifically Knight Errant. He intends to frame a white paper fan named Golden Fong, making it appear that the Red Dragon have been bribing Ares researchers for classified data. Two leading drone and energy weapon researchers have recently transferred from London to Hong Kong and are running the project. Doctors Taylor and Hannigan were respected in Europe, but in Hong Kong they remain unknown. They're untrusted, untrustworthy, perfect targets. We will provide data that would make it look like if the researchers were contacted by Golden Fong and made quite a bit of money, but we're tired of the arrangement. Transfer the attached file to a data chip. The files are bundled with a worm program which will auto-execute when inserted into the appropriate systems. You need not bring a decker though, one may be helpful. You will need to plant data in the visitor's record systems, camera systems, Taylor's lab, financial data to be transferred. That in and of itself will not be enough to ensure Knight Errant's involvement, however. Planting the data is only the first part of your task. This is where a heavier touch will be required. You'll also need to steal the prototype laser weapon. There is a GPS tracking device attached to it, which Lou will plant deep in Red Dragon's territory. The apparent theft of a prototype weapon by a disgruntled tribe member should convince Ares to dispatch overwhelming force against the Red Dragon, dealing them a vicious blow. As a note, Lou does not care what becomes of the laser weapon. If you wish to sell it or keep it, feel free. I'll keep it. I've also attached a map of your extraction route from the building. During the facility expansion in 2052, Ares Asia was forced to extend their foundations deeper into the island. They drove piles through the former site of the central MTR station, which partially collapsed during the Dalu Bay earthquake of 2044. Practically, this means that you can exit through the basement directly onto the new MTR line through Central. With any luck, you can be gone without anyone knowing how. Unfortunately, this route is heavily armed, so you will be forced to go into the front door. If you can come the front desk, you should have no problems. The facility is both at an office and a residence, so strange people coming and going at odd hours is not unusual. If you're up for a fast talk, however, be prepared to shoot your way in. Lou does not care if you're allowed to acquire, but a word of caution, he came by all this information via the loose lips of one of the research team. Other fixers know of this job. Move fast and you're guaranteed success, but there are definitely other Shadowrunners with their eye on your prize. We'll take it. Very well. He sends his regards. Bids you with good fortune and plentiful ammunition. Nice. Don't die while finished. Our arrangement has been very profitable so far, and we'll hate to lose that. A restaurant job. We're picking all the jobs, so we'll start doing them little by little. One of the things I've learned about the years is that even the rich and powerful have annoyance. Thorns on their sides, if you will. No one is without troubles. The rich just have different ways of solving them. The client for this run has grown tired of one particular thorn on his side. Chong Sing Rooster. Lo is a red pole for one of the smaller triads here in Hong Kong, the 289s. Or the Easy Money Gang, if you prefer. Despite the 289's small stature, Lowe's illegal activities have managed to damage the client's profits. Mr. Johnson would like you to help him show Lowe the errors of his ways. Lowe takes an evening every 3 months to dine at the Shangri-La restaurants in Aberdeen. If you aren't aware, the Shangri-La is an elite establishment, serving primarily corporate clientele from Muxing Incorporated. Because of this, it's not unusual for diners to bring bodyguards. Diners? He brings a particularly brutish enforcer known as the Talon, and undoubtedly feels well protected. You're going to prove just how wrong he is in this regard. You are to kidnap Buster Lou, so long as he is alive and in relatively good health. All options are on the table. while keeping the run quiet would make things easier for Mr. Johnson. No one will shed too many tears over a few dead triad thugs. The client has arranged an exit via boat, so long as you can get low from the interior to the restaurant's dock. The client will handle everything else. Despite being a red pole, Lowe is a tactician, not a fighter. Don't expect him to put up much of a fight. The Talon, on the other hand, is as nasty as they come. Be careful about how you confront her, or things may go very badly. I've let the client know you've accepted it. I remember that was a fun mission. Very fun. I'll wait on that one. That's her offer. No bad. Not bad. 300. 30 yens. Not bad, not bad at all. Yes, we're gonna make money off of this. So I'm gonna leave all this reading from the BBS for the next episode. That's quite a bit. It's good to get into the lore of what's happening, but yeah, that's gonna take us a while. Let me see what happens when we go to sleep. There's a cutscene here. You feel empty, half-starved, and alone. Fragmentary memories, half-remembered. Chase the memories. You close your eyes and you concentrate, willing yourself to keep the dream from slipping away. Gradually, the memory comes back to you. The Wall City. You were back in the Wall City. You don't remember how you got here. But it couldn't have been any place else. Even the barons weren't so quiet. You remember craning your neck to look above you. The buildings that made up this part of the Wall City were new construction, even cheaper than the old. Now their foundations had rotted out from under them, and the buildings leaned into one another like a gang of drunken men. A rain of plaster and asbestos sprinkled down, dusting your shoulder. You began to creep forward, picking your way past the piles of refuse and debris, past the pimps and the dumpster fires, the broken glass and the dirty needles. The air reeked of rot and sewage and industrial waste, a disgusting melange that caught you in your sinuses and crawled down your throat. You gagged on the sink, but it didn't slow you down. In the back of your mind, you knew that you had no reason to be doing this. There was nothing for you in the Wall City. You shouldn't have been there. But the rest of you was hungry, unbearably and indescribably hungry. And that part of you knew that if you kept moving, you'd finally get to eat. As you forced your way deeper into the Walled City, locals stood at their windows and stared. Inexplicably, some of them dropped to their knees. You kept moving. You could see something in the distance, a silhouette, something enormous, at least twice the size of a troll, but delicate. It was beautiful. The huge figure beckoned you, gestured with slender limb. An explosion of warmth filled your chest, and you knew that if only you could reach it, your problems will be over. She, would make all of your sorrows disappear. You moved forward at a crawl, but the figure felt impossibly far away. You reached out, calling to her, and then you woke up. The empty feeling in your stomach slowly faded, taking the strength and vibrance of the memories along with it. I guess we have the payment already ready here. I guess from sleeping. That's cool. Let's take it. Wait. A little bird whispered in my ear that waxing fortunes are already falling. They're stuck back. See, I can imagine her talking like, I forget the old lady's name from Cyberpunk on the Japantown or whatnot. The client finds this to be an acceptable indication of your success and has forwarded payment. I've attached your cut into the mail. Kindly, Cheng. We got some money. We got some karma. What do we do with our karma? So we are ready for next time. Boom, 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 boom. I got 50. If I do 5 here, then I can do 5 here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That way, I don't think I'm gonna, because I don't know that I'm gonna go for this one. I have a decker. This is it for me, I think, from hacking. Maybe I'll do the 4 here as well. Kind of like keep this here. This may be where I stay here. And this will go as far as I can take it, as long this one. And yeah. Alright, this is gonna do it for today. Hope you guys like the stream. We're gonna keep on rolling with this. We're gonna keep on going, discovering more things, doing the mission. There's a lot of reading, I understand. I think it helps understanding where we're at and what we're doing. So 1 mission per stream sounds good. It gives the game more time, more length for it. Stay safe, be happy, make other people happy. And always be grateful for the things you have. We all want new things, better lifestyle, but maybe we're not ready. Learn to accept what you have right now. Next to accept yourself. Things will come. Things will get better. Things get worse before they get better a lot of the time. It builds character. So stay positive. Till next time.